welcome back to the Bullhucker Podcast. I'm Moose Lundstrom.
And I'm Jerry Cage.
What's up, Jerry Cage?
I'm back.
You are back. You are back. As much as I try not to have
I know. I was wondering. I'm
Yeah.
like, I got shunned again.
Yeah, shunned. At work, he's like an ex-girlfriend I try not to make eye contact with, you know. Because then I get the why haven't you called shit. Why haven't you called, Larry? Where have you been? Did we
You don't call me no more.
You don't write.
You don't write. You don't call. No, actually, he asks me all the time. But I'm like, well, I got this going on. I got pool going on. I got
busy man.
So I am. In fact, I almost double booked this because our Wednesday night dinners.
Oh, I forgot.
Tonight was my night to host.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, Felicia goes, how are you doing a podcast and Wednesday night dinner? I'm like, damn.
Whoops.
I said, I guess I ain't trying to double book myself. You
know what? Maybe not do pool tomorrow and make your wife some dinner tomorrow. You selfish bastard.
I made dinner tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I kicked out a lasagna.
Yeah, right?
Look at. I kicked out
It's got to be hard for your wife to sit on the sidelines here and listen to the crap that comes out of you. I hope she takes the pillow right over your face tonight.
Pulls a Sherman on me.
That's it. We got a guest today, though, my man. A first timer on the podcast.
Yay!
Amanda Torralba, how are you?
Doing well.
You are related to half the town, I come to find out.
I am. I really am. Through some way or another.
Yeah, you were kind of talking about all the people that you've been related to on this podcast. So you've seen a few of these.
Yes.
And you are friends with Rob Funderhide's daughter.
Yes.
Rob
Grew
Funderhide.
up together.
Funderhide.
Wow.
Feel free to talk shit on that guy on this podcast. It's encouraging. So
Very, very welcome. Yes.
Okay.
And there's another connection. You work for the sheriff's department in the jail?
Yes. Yep. I work in the jail.
You work with Stephen Cage.
I sure do.
I got to tell you, I've worked with the other two Cages, and you got the better end of that deal.
Oh, dang.
Oh, my God.
Nah, he's a really good guy.
He is a good guy. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this. Stephen is the best one, and here's why. If Stephen was the firstborn, Jerry and Sherman would have never came, okay?
Oh, man. They would have stopped at perfection.
Yeah, they would have. They'd have been like, this one's good. The other two we planned.
Larry didn't even know we had a brother till last year.
I did.
He goes, there's another one? I'm like, yeah, he's like 45.
I had no idea. I had no clue.
Now you know.
I thought he was trying to introduce me to Sherman again. I'm like, you left the sauce, Jerry. I've known your brother for years, you know. He's a Steve. Like, holy shit, really?
Again?
Yeah. Some Sherman's mini-me.
He is. He, honest to God, is. You know Sherman.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They have the same, like, movements and same
I know.
gestures and all that. Like, when he came walking in, I'm like,
they were almost separated at birth.
Yeah.
I think Steve was a lingering swimmer.
Well, you guys all sound the same. When you came down the stairs, I really thought that was him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You guys all have the same sound, at least.
I don't know
Don't
about
be offended.
that. Okay. I'm just playing.
Don't be offended.
Well, guess where they learned it? Because I am the oldest.
Yeah.
So they had to learn how to talk somewhere.
That's why there's two more of them. His dad, Larry, said, just in case we have to kill Jerry, we should have some backups.
We've got some others
Just in case Jerry kills himself off.
We don't
doing something dumb.
We don't want to miss that child tax credit shit.
That's
brand
important
new.
nowadays.
Yeah, it's very important. So just in case the big dumb one calls it quits, we better make some more.
That's probably why they spread it out over 4 years.
4 years. That's what it is.
There it is. Dad, you're a lot sharper than I give you credit for.
Or you might not be the oldest in old Larry Cage.
Right.
On his deathbed, I'll be like, go find
little Vietnamese.
Go find Morton Cage. Anyway, hey, if you're new to the Bullhucker podcast, hey, welcome. What we do in this podcast, we bring on a guest who's going to tell 3 stories about our life. Now, here's the kicker. Only 2 of these stories are true. One's either borrowed, made up, or it's embellished. At the end of the podcast, me and this Cage are going to try and figure out which one is not a true story. You ready to tell some stories, Amanda?
I'm ready to tell some stories.
Let's do this. Jerry, you want to read them off, brother? She's got good handwriting, so.
Yes, she does. Unlike my brother.
Yikes.
Yeah, it looks like he had a seizure halfway through writing that thing.
Did we flip it? Is it really grand auto theft? Is it really grand auto? Theft auto.
Is it good?
Grand theft auto.
Okay.
Sheesh. Can we edit that?
Nope.
Not staying in there.
Click. We're gonna. Cut it.
You guys should watch a podcast when Joe's trying to read.
Larry's like, I really enjoy this.
It looks like his first grade teacher took the book and beat the shit out of him. Didn't open it up at all.
Yeah.
Just slapped his ass around with this book.
Oh. How did I still get the job?
All right. All right. Well, it's been a while, man. So why don't you pick one out, brother?
Let's go with how did I still get the job?
How did I still get the job?
All right. My first job. Everybody has a first job story, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So I started working when I was still in high school, as many of us do. You know, you had to make a living somehow, had to get a car, had to get the things you need. So I decided I was going to go around. Fast food is really the only place that's going to hire a teenager.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting in applications, thinking I got to get a car. I got to be important. Let me put my apps in. My first place I went to was Taco John's. Rest in peace, it's no longer with us. But
It's right down this
those old ladies.
corner from us.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
So I go in, I put my application in, and I'm waiting to hear back. It's a stressful couple weeks thinking, oh man, I hate walking to school. You know, I'm kind of chunky. I don't want to walk to school in my car. I get the call. It's the old manager, Chuck. I will always remember his name. And he calls me, says, let's do an interview. I need you to be here at 3:15 on whatever day of the week it was. So I'm in my last class of the day, and they tell us, oh man, an inmate has escaped from the detention center, so the school is going to be on lockdown. We're going to have to keep it locked down until we can let you guys out. So I'm like, shit, I'm going to lose my first job before I even get it, because I'm not going to show up to the interview and he's going to say, I don't want this kid. She don't know how to show up.
Kind of excuses that.
Yeah, exactly. Not the inmate escaped.
Right.
So,
It's Taco John's. They would have hired the actual inmates.
you are not wrong.
He was probably in there eating.
You are not wrong. So interview day comes. I'm still locked up in school, and I'm texting my mom, and I'm like, Mommy, please call Taco John's and tell them I need to, delay a few minutes, but I'm going to be there. I really want this job. I'm going to be there.
Right.
So I end up getting there. I'm driving my first little beater car. My dad had bought me this 1991 Acura Legend tank of a car.
Hell yeah.
Loved it. Had automatic locks and windows, everything. I was rolling. So I'm pulling
Nice
up.
cars.
Heck yeah,
They really were.
They really were luxury for the time.
Yeah, they were.
So I roll up to Taco John's, and I'm like, where do I park? So the back has like a fence that goes all the way around the property.
Yeah.
And I go and I want to park right there. And I'm thinking, shit, I'm still so late. They're not going to hire me, and I'm nervous. It's my first interview. I've never done anything like it.
Right.
So I go to park the car, and I don't realize that I don't park the car. And I stretch my leg to get my driver's license out of my back pocket. And I hit on the gas.
Oh, no.
And I jump a curb and right into the fence.
Oh, no.
Take out a big old chunk of fence. And I'm thinking, great. And I'm thinking, I can't get out of this now. I can't call the cops on myself right now because I'm late for an interview. And a man walks across the street, and he says, I just want you to know, I saw you. I know what you did. You got to make it right. So I'm thinking, crap. Walk around thinking maybe it's not Taco John's fence. Maybe it's this guy that lives behind it.
Right.
So I'm walking over there, knocking on the door. This guy opens the door, and he's carrying like 5 cats. Literally. And I'm like, oh God, okay, sir, excuse me, sir. I hit your fence. And I'm sorry, I'll try to pay for it, but I hit your fence. And he moves the cats to one side to console me, and he's like, honey, it's okay. It's not my fence. It's Taco John's fence.
Yeah.
But I am worried that my cats are going to get out. And I'm thinking, man, I don't care about the cats. Sorry about your fence. Gotta go. Giving me the heebie-jeebies. So I go walk in, Taco John's, talk to Chuck. I don't tell him shit. I'm like, let me try to land the job first, and then I'll tell him that I totally jacked up that fence.
Yeah.
Go through the interview. He's like, great, I think it's looking good. We're going to start you. Let's go ahead and get you started. And I tell him, hey, I kind of hit your fence. And it's kind of really bad.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, we don't care. We have insurance. And he goes out there and he's like, it is really bad.
Damn.
Somehow.
What did you hit it with exactly?
My whole car. My whole car went through it. Not a scratch on the car. I
Really?
never, to this day, my parents do not know. Never told them.
They know now.
They know now. Sorry, Mom and Dad. The car had nothing on it, not even the tiniest little scratch. I still ended up getting the job. I went to work, didn't have to pay for the fence. Hit the fence exactly 3 months later.
Same spot.
Same spot. You don't learn. That fence. A few years later, my cousin, that was also her first job. She also hit the fence.
Really?
It's a family affair now.
Same place?
That is our fence. She hit it about 2 car spots over.
Okay.
Did she go talk to Joe Biden over there? It'd be like,
Not the creeper.
I'll tell you what's crazy about the story is I have the exact same story happen to me.
With
not
the fence?
Not at Taco John's. No, kind of. No, but not exact same. So I was living in Pueblo, and I took a bus down here because I was going to move down here. My car was a hunk of shit. I didn't think it was going to make it, so I took a bus and borrowed Mom's Stratus, her Dodge Stratus.
so you stole a bus because you live in Pueblo.
Yeah,
right?
no.
Whoa.
It was already stolen.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was like, hey, Essay, where you going? He's like, you been to Fort Morgan? I'm like,
You're driving.
That's where I'm going
go.
now.
You're driving, Essay, because I'm drunk right now.
He pulled over to the liquor store. You rob him this time, fat boy. All right? I'm driving the bus. You rob the liquor store. All right, I'll fine. Anyway, I get this job interview at Budweiser. Do you know where the Budweiser plant was? Okay, it's got that ditch in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
So I pull up there, and I'm pretty nervous too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never done this before. They're going to train me to have a CDL. That's where I got my CDL from. So I pull up, and they didn't have like those little parking. What are they called? Like we have at work, like just concrete little bars.
Yeah.
Okay. So I park her car and I walk in. I do the interview and I walk out and I must have put it in neutral instead of park, and it went in the ditch.
Oh, no.
So the ass end of this Stratus is sticking up out of this ditch. Now, I can't pull this thing out by myself.
Oh, no.
So I got to waltz my ass back in there, and I have to ask somebody if they can come pull my car out of the ditch. You know what I mean? I don't know any of these people.
And we're going to get this guy a
Yeah,
CDL.
but you're still going to give me that CDL, right?
So
That explains a lot, though. I've seen him drive at work.
John Johnson, that's exactly what he said. I real quiet told him, hey man, I kind of went into the ditch, bro. And he goes, let me. I got a truck. You know, I thought, this is a good dude. Turns out he's not a good dude. So they all come walking out, and John Johnson goes, "You gonna let this asshole in one of our trucks?" And I was just like, "I'm gonna do something bad to you as soon as I get a chance. I'm gonna fuck you somehow, brother." But anyway, yeah. So they pulled it out, man. And I was like, man, and you know what? Still got the job.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Still got the job. Same.
It does make a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
That adds up.
Yeah.
His turning skills are.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. That's okay.
I forgive my friend for mistakes, and he tries to cover it up. So
Why you gotta bring up old shit?
Yeah. What do you think about that one, man?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good.
Wholesome. I'm not too crazy, you know.
And to be a first job,
Yeah.
you know, you're already stressed.
Right.
You got,
Yeah.
you know, this is an experience, a new brand
Yeah.
new experience, you know, for a 16-year-old, I'm assuming.
Right.
That's just.
Yeah. And you have no idea that, like, in 10 years, you're going to laugh your ass off about working in this
Yeah,
place.
exactly. I'm
Right.
just
You know what I
freaking
mean?
out. Like,
Yeah.
shit, I really
Well,
need
you
this
know what? I
job.
commend you because you walked into the interview. I think most people would have been like,
Never mind.
back out and just leave.
Peace out, G, yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Yeah.
I thought about it.
Yeah, I bet. I was wondering, yeah.
If it weren't for old Vic Franco seeing me across the street saying, I'm watching you. I was like,
snitch.
damn, okay.
He lives right behind us on Main.
Yes.
You guys
and
know
he
him.
knows my whole family, so I'm
Yeah.
like, shit.
That's a-
I have to tell him myself now.
Is he still around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Snitch. All right. Has he got a gun? Show his ass up first?
Probably not.
Okay. It's, you know, actually, a second story real fast. At Budweiser, there was a place in Greeley, they tell me, that the stairs were super steep to get down to the basement where we put the kegs.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess like 2 or 3 times a year, their driver would be taking those kegs down, lose control of it, and just do.
Oh, and
And it would go through the wall, the drywall, because it'd go down and take a sharp turn. Boom, through the drywall. So, like, it got to a point where they just called the owner of Budweiser and be like, they hit the wall again. He'd send over
Again.
someone to patch that drywall up, and it was happening like 2 or 3 times a year, man.
why didn't they just? Did that wall have to be there?
I guess. I have no idea. This is a story I've been told by another driver in
Oh.
Greeley, so...
Brick it at that point down.
Well, I don't know,
Right,
man.
right.
I don't know. It's those kegs are heavy. They probably go through a brick wall, man.
Now I know why they're all dented all the time.
Oh,
though.
yeah, man, because...
Or put up some corrugated metal or something?
yeah. No, they just fix the drywall over and over, so... And, you know, in a Budweiser, you pretty much have the
You got the money to do it.
cash just has some drywall, yeah. So.
It's true.
All right. Yeah, I like that story, too. I like the... what was your first job?
Mine?
Yeah,
So mine was actually at Pizza Hut.
that's amazing.
And I was I think I was 13.
Dang, starting them young.
And I was just talking about this the other day.
He had a mustache when he was 14.
I knew
right.
it.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah, he looked like he was a 35-year-old creeper.
I was tall, obviously, for my age. And so she didn't even question it, I just put down 16. And, then one of her, I can't remember if it was her younger brother or sister, because it was Rupel.
Okay.
She was the manager at the time. And I can't believe it. I can't remember if it was Casey or his younger sister. And they walked in and they didn't say nothing to me, but they said something to her about that guy ain't even old enough to be in here or to be working here, know.
And you're just like, mind your business. Like,
I'm like, talk about this. Nobody asked you to work here.
Just trying to earn an honest dollar.
Right.
Who's Jerry Cage? Oh, we thought that was Stephen Cage.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the wrong one. Shit. Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Mine was the Wendy's in town, so that was...
See? Fast food
Fast
jobs,
food's
first
where it
job.
is, man.
Yeah.
It works.
It's a pretty fun job, though, man. It was a really good time. So
Teaches you a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they serve beer at that Pizza Hut?
They did.
They have kegs?
They did.
Did you abuse that?
I didn't.
Really?
No.
I mean,
Not at 13. I had to do that on the DL.
No, I'm still shocked at it. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't got to incriminate yourself. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Statute of limitations is up.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
I wasn't drinking at 13.
I mean, the statute of limitations is up, Jerry. He was 13 like fucking 50 years ago.
Yeah,
so it's fine.
It's fine.
Well, that's actually what I should have got my first DUI. Was at 13
Dang.
here in Brush.
Really?
Yeah, I was driving my uncle's car, and we were partying at the frickin' Cattleman's at the time.
Oh, jeez.
And we went back to Morgan to drop Greg off to get his car, Greg Mears.
Right.
And Greg goes, "Oh, you can just drive." I'm like, "Dude," he's like, "You know how to drive it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know how to drive." He goes, I'm like, "But I'm freaking drunk,
Yeah.
And so I'm like cruising down freaking 34 here, and I just get past like where the fire department is.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Cherries.
they light them up, and I pull over, and I'm like sitting there. The cop's like, driver's license, registration, insurance, all that stuff. So I reach over and I get the insurance and the registration, and I hand it to him, and I'm just sitting there, and he goes, "Where's your driver's license?" And I'm like, "I don't have one." And he goes, "Excuse me, did you get it? Did someone take it from you, or did you lose it?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, I don't have one." And he goes, "How old are you, son?" 13. Get out of the car.
What happened?
He handcuffed me to a wall.
Did he?
And called my dad. And he's like, "Hey, we need to call your dad." And I'm like, "You're not calling my dad." And he goes, "Why not?" I said, "You're not calling my dad." And he goes, "No, we need to call your dad, or this is going to be a lot worse." And I'm like, "Take me to jail." I told him, I said, "Take me to jail." I said, "You don't, what your definition of a lot worse is and mine,
Yeah.
I'm like, just take me to jail."
Or leave me here on the wall.
Yeah.
I won't move.
And so I ended up giving him my number. My dad walked in. I just remember, him walking through those doors at the police department over here. And I just remember that little corridor stretching.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, "Oh my God." And then that cop looks at my dad and he goes, "How you doing, Mr. Cage?" He goes, "Well, not too good right now." He goes, "What's this going to cost me?" And he goes, I'm like behind my dad over here, and he goes, "I think you can take care of this at home. Can't you?" And my dad looks back, "Oh yeah, I can take care of this at home." And I'm like,
Yikes.
"Yeah."
That's the part Jerry doesn't tell you when he got pulled over. He asked the cop, "Can't you just spank me?"
Yeah, just get it over now.
They'll spank me in Fort Morgan. Weirdos, all of them. All right. That was a great story. I liked it. I like the ones, the coming of age stories. Those are fun. So.
Everybody has one.
Oh, dude, and fast food.
Yeah.
If you didn't work at a fast food place as a teenager, I don't know.
Were you even working?
You were even, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
All right, we got two left. Did we flip it in? Is it really Grand Theft Auto? Well, there's always one I want to hear the most. We'll save it to last. So instead, let's hear, did we flip it?
Did we flip it?
We're on the same page there, brother.
All right. Okay. So, I Born and raised in Fort Morgan, you know, there's not a whole lot to do here.
Go
You guys
Mustangs.
already know. Go Mustangs.
Yep.
I live in Brush now, so I got to be careful where I say that.
Thank
Shit.
you. Thank you.
So, I mean, you know, I went to school 20 years ago, you know, so there was a movie theater that played 2 movies at the time. The bowling alley was only open for leagues. There's nothing to do in this town, you know, and that's fine. I loved growing up here. I loved growing up here. I wouldn't change it for anything.
Amen.
So, I don't want to be impolitically correct, but do you guys remember Beaner Sundays at the park?
No, but
Okay, might have been like a my age thing.
it's-
So, I'm not the only one who says that, I swear.
I don't think they advertise it on the radio.
Probably not.
There's like
It's
a big
probably
sign.
not.
Every Sunday, come down to Beaner Sunday.
It's on KFTM.
It's okay, guys, because I'm brown. Okay, it's okay because I'm brown.
I'm half brown, but I wholly don't care.
Same here. I love it.
Bring your tortillas to your 15 children. We got
Let's go. So it had nothing to do with food.
Car
but
load $5.
for real.
And for most of your family, that means that's 13 cents
A
a piece.
lot of people.
All right. We're cutting all that out. Okay. I'm changing my yeah, sorry. Beaner Sundays.
Okay, so Beaner Sundays. So instead of, you know, doing anything in town because we were young kids, we didn't have money, we couldn't go to the bowling alley, we couldn't go to the movies all weekend long, we would just cruise the park, you know, and everybody did it. Now you can't cruise the park anymore. They shut it down at 11 o'clock, but
Right.
it used to be an all-night thing. You'd go cruise the park by the swimming pool, go around the back. There was a line of cars, you know, like 30, 40 cars. It'd be so packed you'd have to park. The whole back lot would be full. The side lot would be full. We'd have a good time, you know. Nothing bad would happen there. You know, we weren't drinking or doing things we weren't supposed to, Mom, if you're watching. But, you know, we had a good time. So, my mom loosened the reins a little bit when I was a senior in high school. You know, I had turned 18, so she wasn't like, gotta be home by 9 p.m. sharp.
Are you the oldest, youngest?
I'm the only.
Only, okay.
I'm the only. So she had a little tight leash there for a bit.
I got you.
And she loosened up a little bit my senior year. Said,
Yeah.
if you're responsible, you can go hang out till midnight, 1, 2. Just make sure you come home. You let me know where you're at.
Right.
Cell phones still really weren't a thing yet. So
Right.
she put some trust in me. I appreciated it. But there's still nothing to do. So my friends and I decide, because, you know, none of us really had cars. I still had my little Acura Legend saving for a car. My friend's got her grandmother's Buick LeSabre, the boat of a car.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, what can we do that's exciting, that keeps us entertained? Let's go take the boat to the park. And we've got the boys, my cousin and my friends, and they're like, let's ride on the hood of the car. So I'm thinking this is going to end badly, but let's do it. So we make sure we've got GoPros weren't a thing yet, but we got little digital cameras and we're, you know, recording, we're driving around, doing donuts in the back of the park. Kids are falling off cars.
Yeah.
Nobody died. It's all in good fun. And then we think, all right, what happens if we put the camera in the trunk of the car and we go joyriding with them in the trunk of the car? The boys in the trunk of the car. And they're like, yeah, hell yeah, we'll do it. You know, you're bored. You know, there's nothing to do here.
And you're young, so you're invincible.
And we're just fucking
You got to
around.
get creative, too.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, let's just weave it around, you know. I'm not driving. Innocent
Right.
here. But I'm sitting in the passenger seat just listening to music. My friend Crystal's driving her
With the
grandmother's
seatbelt on.
car. So we're coming down Highway 52, north of Rainbow Bridge. And we're swerving a little bit. You can hear the tires squealing. All of a sudden, Crystal loses control of the car. The boys are in the trunk and they're laying side by side with the camera, you know, and we can hear them, but we can't see them. She loses control of the car. We go off of the road into the grass. We're on 2 wheels. I'm screaming, so that's all you can hear on the recording is just me losing my shit. And the car kind of just lands at the end.
Right.
And I look at her and she looks at me and I'm like, did we flip it? But obviously I know we're flat.
Right.
And she's like, I don't know, but I got to get out of here. And I'm like, no, you can't. Like, they're in the trunk. Like, I got to get them out of the trunk.
Yeah, yeah.
So we open that trunk and they're just like, did we flip it? Scared as shit. And I'm like, guys, it's okay. Is everybody fine? Is anything broken?
Yeah, yeah.
No, we're fine. We're fine. So we, you know, head back to the park and we're looking at the car. And all I see is grass in the hubcaps because we were literally sideways in the car. And I'm like, your grandma's going to see grass in the hubcaps. We're going to get in trouble. We're never going to be able to go out in the car again. So we literally sat tweezers trying to pluck out the grass from the hubcaps of this car. Her grandma never noticed the hubcaps and the grass, but she did ask why there were footprints on the hood of the car. We don't know, Grandma. We don't know.
Yeah.
A big
We
cat.
don't know.
Yeah. Wearing Nikes.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So did we flip it?
That's also a great story because that's part of growing up too.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
There's nothing here, you know.
You got to get creative.
Oh, but
And we always called it hood surfing.
Yeah, hood
Yeah.
surfing.
Yeah.
my buddy Norm
So-
Schneider used to do that, dude. And it gave me anxiety to watch him. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd see people roll off, and
Oh,
I'm like, not
man.
me. I will not ride on the hood.
And they'd go fast, man. They'd get
It's
going.
true.
And
Oh, yeah.
Norm's a ballsy. He was an Army Ranger later in life. I mean, but he's a ballsy dude, man. But I had an '81 Mustang as my first car.
Mm-hmm.
These girls we were friends with were 2 years younger than me. So me and Anthony Cordova, what's up, Anth? We're out on dirt roads teaching them how to drive a stick because it was a stick, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's loose gravel. I put one of them in the driver's seat, and I'm trying to tell her how to do it. She pops the clutch. Starts going down this hill into a cornfield, man. Right to this dude's cornfield. I'm like, shit. It was a four-banger. It's no way it's getting back up that hill, right?
No, we're stuck here.
So Tony goes, I can get it out. I go, you can. Oh, I should never listen to you, Tony. I go, you can. He goes, yeah. He drives through the dude's field, right? So, like you said, I get back to the house. There are corn stalks and everything everywhere. Lost a hubcap. Years later, I'm, well, not years, like next year, my senior year, we're in study hall, and Jason Moss, my buddy's asking about it. We're laughing about it, and I hear a voice by me. He goes, is that cornfield by Pawnee? And he gives the exact location. I go, yeah. He goes, that's my dad's cornfield. And I go,
Sorry about that,
he goes,
man.
we got insurance for it. And I go, yeah. It was Todd Drager, who's a good dude. Thanks, Todd, by the way, for not ratting me out. But,
Not a snitch.
My little wee means that they went inside for a minute. I got real
It became
scared.
an
Didn't take very
Yeah.
long. No.
It did not, but I noticed.
Have part of travel.
I'm like, is that normal? Is that I can't remember. But dude, it was freaky, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the gig is up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause I
Yeah.
don't know how much damage we did, but
Yeah.
Tony just ran hell through it. So,
And all you're thinking is, am I going to get caught?
yeah, yeah. I was more scared. My mom would find out, or my grandfather would
Yeah.
find out. 'Cause,
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because
They'd see the car, and what happened to the car?
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Larry. You get a walk everywhere now.
Yep.
So yeah, that's
Yep.
how that would have went. So, yeah. You?
Wow.
We can come back to it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I liked it.
I don't know. We did a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were always doing stupid shit. So.
Yeah. I'm trying to get Norm to come on this podcast as he's got crazy story. I don't think he was born with fear. He just doesn't have that.
Must be nice.
Whatever part of that brain creates fear, Norm does not have that. You know what I mean? Because he just, I've never seen him turn anything down. You know,
Yeah.
like he'll try it. But, you know,
Yeah.
so like I said, he's a ranger, so he's jumping out of a plane for fun. So it's
Yikes.
wherever you want to do that. So,
Could not
all
be
right.
me.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
A little short,
Yes, there was a shorty.
Yeah.
so
I liked it too.
that makes it a little more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So puts a red flag or what?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We got the last one. Is it really Grand Theft Auto?
All right. Is it really Grand Theft Auto? Juan, I'm coming for you.
He was worried about this.
He was worried about this.
Yeah. He's like, she has all the receipts, but she knows where all the bodies are buried. So if she starts telling a story about me, I said, "Do you think I'm gonna stop her? Is that what you?"
Exactly.
No,
You
no.
know,
Don't
all
sully
my-
Juan's good name.
All my best memories come with him, but also some of my more, oh my God, memories come with him in them too.
Yeah.
But that's because, you know, he used to DJ at the Queens and stuff. So when I turned 21, I'd go hang out over there,
Sure.
have a little something, and go hang out with my uncle. You know,
Yeah.
nobody else probably thought it was cool, but I thought it was cool. I'm hanging
Yeah.
out with my uncle. We're having a good time, you know?
Yeah.
So a
Every
lot of my
song you
stories.
request gets played.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm a celeb here, okay?
Yeah.
I get the music I want.
Yeah.
So a lot of memories happened, you know, a lot of good things, a lot of not so great things, but nothing too bad, okay? I'm not too bad. So, is it really Grand Theft Auto? So, he's DJing one night at the Queens. So I decide, I'm going to go hang out with him for a bit. I bring a couple of my cousins, couple of my friends. My cousin AJ was afraid I'd roast him too, so just a little AJ for you. And we're having, we don't ever just drink lightly because my motto is kind of like, if I'm going to drink, it's going to be to either get blasted or not.
You go all in.
You
man.
know, I'm not
Go
going
all
to
in.
spend my money here at the bar to only have a couple drinks and not get drunk. At least that's my mindset when I was 21 years old, you know? So we're having a few, And then I'm deciding I need to chill a bit because I'm going to have to drive us home. So I can't have any more. I'm just kind of spectating, watching everybody.
Right.
My cousin drinking his pitcher because why do we drink anything small these days?
Right.
And Juan, who knows what he's up to. He's dancing with some girl probably. It's true. And
man whore.
for real though.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, what can we get ourselves into? We notice that the bar's closing, people are leaving, and there's a purse on a table. And I'm like, oh shit, somebody forgot their purse. Like I'm getting ready to go take it to the bar, you know, thinking, somebody wants to come get their stuff. A set of keys falls out. And I see that it's keys for a Dodge car. And I'm like, I want to go see what it is. Because I'm Snoopy too. I'm still tiny bit not so so fully sober yet.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm like, let's go see what it is. And I go out and I click, and it's a bright orange Dodge Challenger. And I look at AJ, and AJ looks at me. And he's like, what if nobody comes back for these keys? Like, what if they just don't? What if nobody comes for these keys? And I'm like, go turn them in, you know, go take the keys. So he's like, how about we just like, you know, be crazy. Let's go for a cruise in the car. Yeah. And I'm like, you guys, I'm trying to be the good one here. And I'm like, fuck it. Let's go. You only live once, right? You only live once.
If you had to like guesstimate on what your BAC level is at this point, what would you think?
You know,
half the legal limit, quarter the legal limit, or were you over the limit?
I was probably over the limit. Okay. Maybe not by far, but I was over the limit.
All right.
So I'm thinking, all right, we're going to get in trouble, but I'm not going to be driving. So, hey, I won't be as guilty, just guilty by association or whatever. So we're like, all right, let's just take it. But we're just going to go around the block. Sure. You know, we're just going to go around the block. We're not going to do anything crazy. We're not going to hot rod it. We're just going to go around the block, put it back, and then we can have a really cool story to tell everybody.
Yeah.
So we take the car. We go just down Main once. And I'm like, okay, I'm scared. We have to put it back. I'm paranoid. I'm like, we're going to get arrested. You know, I'm always thinking that. We're going to get arrested anytime we do something bad. So we parked the car back exactly how it was. As we're getting out of the car and walking back into the tap, most of the people are gone by now. And there's a severely intoxicated woman. Honey, I can't find the keys to the car. And my cousin holding them in his hand is like, does one of these? And just, what keys? And I just walk over casually and I'm like, ma'am, are these your keys? Are these your keys? Completely innocent. You know, she has no idea.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, those are my keys. My cousin's looking at her like, lady, I don't think that you should be driving right now. You know, like you're kind of three sheets. Like, can we give you a ride? And she's like, but my husband's here and his car's here too. And he drives like a BMW M4, like $200,000 car.
Wow.
The guy rolls out drunk as shit too. And he's like, hey, are you guys sober? And at this point, we're just like, we did not just steal your car. We did not just steal your car. Yeah, man, we're sober. What do you need?
Yeah.
Can you give us a ride home? We'll pay you. I'm like, how did this work out this way?
Yeah.
So we hop in the car. I get to drive the Challenger this time.
Nice.
Drive them home. They paid us like $200 to steal their car. So was it really Grand Theft Auto?
How'd you get back to your car?
That's what I was
We had to have a third person to bring us back.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing.
He drove the BMW, I drove the Challenger, and we had a third bring us back. We had to drive it all the way to Brush.
That's hilarious. I had a 2001 Ford Explorer when I worked at Budweiser you'd often see in the back of the Queens overnight. I had to call my mother a lot, like, hey, can you give me a ride to the Queens? She's like, I'm proud you didn't drive, honey. Yeah, so she come get me. But no, I get that for sure.
Yeah.
Man, so.
By that point, I was so scared that, you know, I pretty much sobered the shit up right away. I'm like, oh my God, did they see us? What are they going to do? Are we going to get in trouble? Like,
Right.
I'd never done a bad thing in my life.
Considered just a joyride.
Yeah. Is it really Grand Theft Auto? We put it back where we found it.
I think if you tell them, like, oh, I drive an orange Mazda, I thought it was it. That's on me. That's my bad.
It's my bad. I don't know how I got your keys. I didn't just get them out of your purse.
Don't you drive a white Dodge pickup? About
well, they didn't hotwire it, you know.
But I'm drunk, guys. I'm drunk.
True.
They didn't hotwire it.
Right. And you know, if you'd have wrecked it, and those two were intoxicated.
We could have just been like,
just left the keys in and walked away, and then they'd be like, "Woman, did you wreck the Challenger last night?" I don't think so.
I don't know.
Maybe I did. Maybe I did.
I think those kids were the kids from Beaner Sunday.
Not the Beaner Sunday kids.
I thought those kids stole our shit.
That's exactly who I would blame.
Beaner Sunday.
Oh, you know, I remember all the kids driving around down there.
Really?
Yeah, it was a thing.
May I ask what year you graduated?
2009. Damn, that got away from me for a second.
Young.
So I graduated.
With Bryant.
Bryant's my age. Yeah.
I was going to say, that's the same year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, the minute she said 9, I'm like,
Yeah.
well, she knows Bryant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our whole lives. Yep.
Because I don't. So we were in high school. It was driving Maine.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Cruising Maine.
I don't remember doing the park at all.
Yeah,
but
that's
it
where
might
you'd
have
loop around. You'd do Maine, but then you'd loop through the park and then
Yeah.
go. But all the kids would park
Really?
at the.
Yeah.
See, we looped over there by Kentucky.
Yeah, we'd drive down to the park all the time.
I'll be
Yep.
damned. See,
Yep.
we used to do the Kentucky Fried
Well,
Chicken.
you guys
that
are
little
from
one
Brush,
way.
so you guys probably
That's
only
what
made
I-
it.
that's where
you
everybody
guys
goes.
probably only made it to
They didn't know.
McDonald's.
They didn't know where the
They
cool
probably
kids
only-
were.
yeah, they
No
probably only-
offense.
They probably only got as far
Yeah.
as McDonald's.
Yeah, hanging out in the park. That's
Yeah.
not our
Or turned
thing.
around at the sugar factory.
You know why we didn't go to the park? If you watch Lizzie Shasso's episode, did you listen to that one? So she had a job in high school cleaning the bathrooms there,
Ooh.
and it was a glory hole story. Like there was holes, and and her dad's a cop, right?
Oh no.
Old Doug was a cop.
Doug, yeah.
So she said she kept finding like these Polaroids of naked men, like just dick pics, Polaroids, and she didn't understand. She's like 16, she says. So she tells her dad's going on. He's like, oh shit. So it's like the worst case scenario. You got to explain in the park in Morgan.
In the bathrooms
Listen
back
to
there by the nature trail.
Listen to Lizzie's episode, man. So he's got to explain to his daughter what a glory hole is, right?
Oh
And
no.
yeah, man.
Her innocence gone.
Yeah. So those didn't get cleaned exactly how they should after a while. It's just like, okay, that's good. That's filthy bastard.
You'll have to ask her, Felicia.
Do you know Lizzie? Yeah. Ask her. Well, it's a great episode if you watch it. It's she had some pretty wild stuff like that. But my point is that's why we didn't go into the Morgan Park. So that's,
whatever.
Yeah.
They didn't want to get caught. Is the other like,
Or
we were
we're
just here earlier
Yeah.
today.
As I pull my pants up, I look, I go, Jerry?
Oh shit.
Keep moving.
I'm like, Larry? I was wondering whose thing couldn't make it through the hole.
Keep moving. I need Christmas money.
Fancy seeing you here.
You're not going through a cornfield.
Yeah. The worst Cage brother. That's what I tell you right there. So,
It all suddenly makes sense.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't remember going down when I was in high school. We never went down to the park.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Wow, all the way down, huh? I'll be
That
down.
was before it got overrun with homeless people, and then they decided they needed to shut that
That's
down.
why it got shut down.
Well,
That's
actually-
why.
No. So when it got in high school, it shut down. It changed from where we could cruise all night long
Yeah.
to 10 o'clock.
Yes, they started putting a limit on it.
So, and that's when I was in high school. And that was because of the old Waiakola.
What?
Yeah, I know. It was the job service for a long time right there next to the Masonic building.
Okay.
Yep. That used to be called the Waiakola, and it used to be a hotel.
Or
Yeah,
it was like a foot doctor or ear doctor in there or something?
There's, I think so. Yeah, there's a foot doctor there. But the
Yes.
job service used to be there too
Okay.
a long time ago.
Huh.
So, but before that, it was called the Waiakola, and it used to have like a little porch right there facing Maine, and the people that were staying there could sit there on that little porch on the second floor, and just kind of watch everybody hanging out.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did it stop being a thing? They cruise Maine. What year is that? You think?
Oh my
Right
gosh.
after I graduated.
Yeah.
Because they redid Main Street. Remember they redid the corners of Main Street and kind of
Yeah.
made it all nice and newer. And it was then that they said they didn't want to see you more than 3 times. Like you couldn't be making loops on Main.
Oh really?
Yep. And then they closed. Well, they didn't technically close the park. They just put a time limit on it. Yeah.
it.
Like a
also.
curfew for the park.
And that was because of the homelessness.
Yes. I think just within the last couple years.
Yeah, I remember that happening.
It's a
Yeah.
tough situation. I know in Brush for the longest time in our park, they had free camping for like 2 nights or whatever. You know what I mean? And it was, people loved it. You know what I mean? So it got to the point where we had to make people get permits even for the free.
Yeah.
Because it got to the point where our cops
Too full.
couldn't tell
Who was?
how long you've been here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we had to bust down on it too. I mean, because you got to go
It's tough.
somewhere. I get it, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
But it's also you don't want.
But you got to
Your
worry
kids are
about
playing there.
public
Yeah.
safety. Yeah.
Your kids are playing
Yeah, you
there.
got to worry about public safety.
Yeah, and you want
So-
people to come into your town and use
Yeah,
their facility.
and not-
and
You know
not
what I
see
mean?
that kind of
it's-
thing.
It's tough. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. All right, what'd you think there, bud?
I liked it. I like that.
Yeah.
And it just makes me think, Yeah, I don't know.
They're damn lucky that you were honest about it and brought it back, to be honest with you.
That's probably what saved you.
Yeah.
Even your
And
buddy,
just in time.
Yeah.
even your buddy you brought up just not too long ago had a car stolen out of his driveway because he was warming it up last winter. I believe it was him.
Oh, damn.
It happens a lot now.
It does.
Like, you're not supposed to let your car warm up outside,
Nope.
I guess.
Unless you have like the
Puffin.
remote start or
Yeah.
whatever.
Call it a puffin law,
What's that mean?
where you let your car just warm up.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you go to Denver or
They were
whatever,
ticketing people there for a while.
they call it a puffing law.
But they're doing it because of the stolen cars, right?
Well, that and
The environment.
Yeah.
Okay, but the
Global warming.
Global warming. Yeah.
hard to argue that fact with the hurricane right now. So, you know what I mean?
Ain't wrong.
You guys watch videos of that?
Wild.
We'll go into that here after everything.
Okay.
The conspiracy theories.
Oh, that we're controlling the weather?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We need two of them back to back. Come up
Yeah.
and put in an order.
When I heard that, I was like, okay.
We need to do some house cleaning in Florida.
For real.
Yeah.
There's too many stories about Florida right now. We need to clean house, please.
No more a Florida man.
Yeah.
If there ain't no Florida men.
That's wild. Anyway, all right. So,
Yeah.
3 great stories. You did a good job. Did we flip it? Is it really Grand Theft Auto? And how did I still get the job? Okay, Amanda. When we decide who has to guess first, we rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
How do you do this? You've been waiting for this. Some people wait for this. How do you rock, paper, scissors?
I rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
I know. I am this way. I am this way.
Ready?
You invited me.
We're doing 4, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
That you're cheating.
Ready? Damn it. All right. Lucky bastard. Okay. 3 great stories. Did we flip it? Is it really Grand Theft Auto? And how did I still get the job? Did we flip it? I think that was a pretty short one, but I liked it. I think it's a true story. Okay? And I'll tell you why I'm picking what I'm picking here in a second. Is it really Grand Theft Auto? I think that is also a true story. How did I still get the job? I think is the Bullhucker. I can't tell what it is, but the reason I'm picking that one is for the first time in a while, I've noticed something. You didn't make a lot of eye contact. Your eye was kind of darting around the whole time you were telling that story. So that's the one only thing I noticed. And that, well, you told it first, so I thought, well, maybe that's just how.
Maybe that's just how she rolls.
Yeah, that's how she rolls, but it's not how you roll because you made a lot of eye contact on these second 2 stories. So that's why I'm picking what I'm picking. What do you got, Jerry?
Maybe she just noticed how beautiful your eyes were.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fluttered him.
On the other.
Yes, my shit brown eyes, of course. Yes.
So I think the Grand Theft Auto also is true.
Okay.
Taco John thing, dude. We've lived on Main for years and watched people mess up the fences, fall off the curb.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
That thing was dangerous, though, man.
Trucks hanging off. I mean, like, just high centered because they took the curve too soon.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was almost 3 times a year. You would see somebody
high-centered off that
somebody's
thing.
car
Oh,
just
shit.
they took the corner too quick. You
Right.
know? So I think Taco John just had a really bad reputation for everything.
Right.
Everything. If it could go wrong, it was going wrong.
Right.
Something about I Flip It. I'm gonna go with I Flip It.
Did we flip it?
Yeah. I don't know. I think if it was a girl driving, she gets upended like this on a Grand Marquis,
Right.
you know, even, yeah, I'm like, and they were coming down the Rainbow Bridge area. Yeah. That's a pretty sharp drop off right there.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But kind of like what you said, when you're that young and it happens so quick, you're a little
I
bit
know.
of shock. You're not an experienced enough driver to realize,
Yeah.
what
know.
just happened. So,
What'd we do?
So you're gonna go with Did We Flip It?
I'm going with Did We Flip It?
All right, I am going with the How Did I Still Get the Job? So before we flip that over, I want to say thank you to the Brush Emporium. Thanks, guys, for giving us the space down here to have this podcast. Have you eaten here yet?
No, I
This is the
haven't.
first time you've been here.
Yeah.
You should
Cool
absolutely
little
come
store.
check it out. Yeah, it's a cool little store, and they got great food here: pizza,
Yeah.
ice cream, you name it, wings, pastas, everything. If you want to buy and gifts, I almost made it. Yeah.
I'll bet he edits that.
Yes, I will.
Cut.
If you want to find a great gift, you want to go on Amazon, that's great. But if you come here, it's a homemade gift. Okay?
Yes.
That's all local vendors, so that's awesome to come check out. Yep. And they have a great seating area. They have like the board games out there to play. You know, if you want to bring the family in and have a family night. We just had my mom's 70th birthday here a couple Sundays ago. My friend from Castle Rock came down, and his daughter is 18 and the cousin is 16, and they're playing Candyland at the table. And I go, you guys enjoying that? They had never seen it before in their life.
Oh my gosh, because it's way before their time.
Yeah, they were loving it, and I was like, that's like mom's age. She's turned 70. That thing's been here forever, but it kind of blew my mind. But they have all those old school games upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Bring the family in for an old school night, whatever you want to do. 210 Clayton Street. They've been super awesome.
Do they have operation up there? That's what gave me anxiety as a child. That's where anxiety started for me. Using those little
Getting
tweezers.
Oh, I killed him.
Jerry used to suck the parts out.
I heard it was possible by some guy named Moose.
I did tell him that there's not nearly enough bones on that game.
Oh, and there's a little button down there, subscribe, please like it, because it's a small click for you, but it's a huge click for us.
Huge click for us, man, and follow us whenever you see the Bullhucker, man. So, having said all that, you're taking Did We Flip It? I'm picking How Did I Still Get the Job?
I'm going to be pissed if it's the Grand Theft Auto.
It's been happening a lot lately. It's
bitch.
What's not true about that? Is it really Grand Theft Auto?
It was a yellow Camaro, and we did not take it around the block. We did not actually move it until we actually gave them a ride home.
Oh, shit.
So
okay.
We didn't take the car. We did have the keys. We did see which car it was.
Right.
But we didn't take it. He did still do the one over, hey, are these your keys? And we ended up getting them home safely. Yeah. Still got paid for it. Still got to drive the car. But
see, and I was kind of wondering. I did kind of wonder about that.
You're like, wait, how'd you get home?
Yeah.
But I was quick.
Yeah. But well, not only that, but I was thinking, man, there was something right in that area too, and I thought, oh, well, maybe it's a drunk night.
Yeah.
Things get a little fuzzy. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what
on
you mean.
details. We've been there.
Yeah.
And
they call it booze clues.
Yeah. Details get a little fuzzy.
They do. They do.
And so that's kind of why I was like, oh, okay. So I cut her some slack there. And
real quick, Elliot Woolsey's a great comic out of Denver, Colorado. That's his joke that I always enjoyed him saying, the booze clues.
Booze clues.
He says you wake up on your dress or whatever, start looking through receipts to see where you were the night before.
Man. You got to piece it all together.
Now you can do it digitally.
Yeah, you
like,
can.
Oh,
shit.
And there's photographic evidence too, unfortunately.
Yeah. Do we have an In-N-Out burger like anywhere close? Like
that's like a few weeks ago. We were in Fort Collins, and I freaking paid for our drinks. And Felicia's like, could you get me a water? Well, it's at the other end of the bar. So I'm like, yeah. So I walk down, go get him a couple waters, come back, set down the waters, reach in my wallet, and I'm like, where's my card at? I'm like, oh.
Oh, panic sets in real fast.
Yeah. Oh, quick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I get back up and I walk the path that I just went down.
Right.
And I'm looking, and I come back, and I'm like, it's gone. Well, earlier that night, we were at a different bar, because we were bar hopping that night. Yeah. And someone found a credit card laying right behind me. Mm. And some lady taps me on the shoulder, and she goes, sir, is this your card? And I'm like, it isn't. So I'm like, and the bar was like right here. I'm like, I'd just give it to them. And she goes, okay. And I said, but thank you. I said, I appreciate that. And I was like, just telling our group, I was like, man, that's what I love about Colorado. Everybody's usually pretty honest. They're pretty, for the most part. Every area's got some bad people,
Yeah.
But I'm like, Colorado's usually really good about stuff like that, Or if you're at a local bar, they already know you, So they're going to, 9 times out of 10, somebody has your phone number, and they'll be like, hey, you left your card here or whatever. But so I cancel my card, I go on my app, and Felicia's like, well, you need to cancel. You better shut your card off right away.
Yeah, so nobody can use it.
Yeah, so I'm like, scroll down, and I'm like, shut it off. And then next day I call the bank, told them that I need to order a new card or whatever, and they're like, well, just come in. And they're like, we can make you a new one. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, what was it, 2 days later? I'm like going through my wallet, and I'm like, what the hell's this extra card?
Scary.
it got shoved in one of the little side
Other pockets, yeah.
of my wallet.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. So I had my own card.
At least nobody else did.
Nobody else did, yeah. So that was a good thing.
After comedy shows, we used to get it on, man. Just tear it up. You know how many times I woke up, sprinted towards my wallet to make sure everything's still there. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Just in a panic. Like, did I get my car back last night?
Right.
You know?
Did I cash out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have I bought drinks for everybody in Morgan by now?
For real.
Yeah, dude.
I
Yeah.
lost mine in the ATM itself going to get cash out
Oh, that
to go to the
sucks.
bar, and then I forgot to take it out, so I'm like, I lost it and who knows where. No, the ATM had it, so the bank held it for me the next day.
That's
I
very
did that.
nice.
I
Yep.
did. Now that
Yep.
you mentioned that, I did that once, and some guy found it. found me on Facebook.
Oh, that's nice.
Hit me up on Messenger, and I was at work, and he texted me, and he's like, "Hey, this is so and so." He goes, "I found your credit card or your debit card." He goes, "It was laying on the ground, right in front of the ATM machine." He goes, "I just want to know if you want to come pick it up, if we can meet up, you know." And
Yeah.
I'm like, I go through my wallet, and I'm like, "Shit, it's missing." And I
Yeah.
didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary shit,
And
man.
I
then
don't
the
know if
panic of
did I
what's
tell
all
you about
charged
that?
on it.
She's like, "Oh, you didn't tell me about that one." Yeah.
Oopsies.
So did we flip it as a true story?
Did we flip it as a true story?
Wow.
The grass is probably still in the hubcaps to this day.
Little pieces of it, little stains. And how did I still get the job? That's a true
I worked
story.
at Taco John's for like I think maybe 2 years and then moved
Yeah.
on, but
I think I
Love that
remember
job.
seeing that fence leveled
Really?
like knocked over a few times.
There's a comic that came down out of Colorado Springs and saw we had a Taco John's and flipped out. He was so excited to eat it. I guess
it
they
was
have
good.
like
It was good.
Did they used to have like some kind of apple fritter with cheese on it or something?
Yes, I don't know how, but it made sense. The apple grande to have like a cinnamon sugar tortilla on the bottom fried, so it was crispy.
He was
Apple
gonna
pie
start
filling,
humping my leg
cheese.
when he saw that. I mean, he was like too excited, man.
Yes.
What's up, Steve Gaston? Oh, by the way. And I was like, he's like, you got a Taco John's? I'm like, yeah. Dude, I mean,
Larry's like, "I even got your favorite," and puts his leg out.
yeah. He probably would have eaten it off my leg. He was super excited to get one.
I don't know.
right?
I never understood that. Never tried it, but
He explained to me it's got cheese on the apple
Cheese.
fritter. I was like,
cheese and red
Have you
hots.
tried it?
Red hots,
Right.
crushed red hots.
oh, is that what it was?
I don't know how that makes sense. Cheese. I'm a cheese
I don't think we
connoisseur
ever tried
myself,
that.
but not on apple pie
I think
filling.
you got to be pretty high before that. Seems like
You
a
ain't
good
wrong.
idea.
You ain't wrong.
The Taco Bravo was always
Yeah,
my favorite ever since I was a little kid.
Oh,
the
really?
Taco Bravo.
yeah,
Taco Bravo is good, or the taco burger.
yeah.
It just made sense.
It's too
Those
bad.
Olays though.
It's too bad.
Oh, those Olays, the potato Olays. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Potato Olays and a churro. 6-pack in a pound.
6-pack in a pound. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
That's some wild stuff. Well, congratulations. That's hard to do when we both pick a different one. And it's the third one. This is the second time it's happened in a row.
Yeah.
Danny got us last week with the same shit. We're slipping. We're
Yes.
slipping. So, Amanda, thank you so much for coming on.
For sure. For
Yeah,
sure. It was fun.
It's been a good time.
I was a little nervous because, never done anything like it. But
And it's not that bad.
No, it's fun. It's enjoyable.
You'd do it again, right?
Yeah, I would. Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes people get
So
too nervous to
everybody
try
out
it.
there,
Yeah, don't
you
be
hear
a
that?
pussy. Just do it.
Yeah. Boom.
Boom. Dang. Mic drop.
Anyway, I'm Moose Lundstrom.
I'm Jerry Cage.
Hey, we'll catch you next time.